The Birth of Bran, Chapter 1. There are people who do not like dogs a bit. They are usually women. But in this story there is a man who did not like dogs. In fact, he hated them. When he saw one, he used to go black in the face, and he threw rocks at it until it got out of sight. But the power that protects all creatures had put a squint into the man's eye, so that he always threw crooked. This man's name was Fergus Finlath, and his stronghold was near the harbour of Galway. Whenever a dog barked, he would leap out of his seat, and he would throw everything that he owned out of the window in the direction of the bark. He gave prizes to servants who disliked dogs, and when he heard that a man had drowned a litter of pups, he used to visit that person and try to marry his daughter. Now Fionn, the son of Uil, was the reverse of Fergus Finlath in this matter, for he delighted in dogs, and he knew everything about them, from the setting of the first little white tooth to the rocking of the last long yellow one. He knew the affections and antipathies which are proper in a dog, the degree of obedience to which dogs may be trained without losing their honourable qualities or becoming servile and suspicious. He knew the hopes that animate them, the apprehensions which tingle in their blood, and all that is to be demanded from, or forgiven in, a paw, an ear, a nose, an eye, or a tooth. And he understood these things because he loved dogs, for it is by love alone that we understand anything. Among the 300 dogs which Finn owned, there were 2 to whom he gave an especial tenderness, and who were his daily and nightly companions. These 2 were Bran and Skiolan, but if a person were to guess for 20 years, he would not find out why Fionn loved these 2 dogs, and why he would never be separated from them. Fionn's mother, Myrna, went to White Allen of Leinster to visit her son, and she brought her young sister Tuireann with her. The mother and aunt of the great captain were well treated among the Fianna, first because they were parents to Fionn, and second because they were beautiful and noble women. No words can describe how delightful Myrna was. She took the branch, and as to Tuireann, a man could not look at her without becoming angry or dejected. Her face was as fresh as a spring morning, a voice more cheerful than the cuckoo calling from the branch that is highest in the hedge. And her form swayed like a reed and flowed like a river, so that each person thought she would surely flow to him. Men who had wives of their own grew moody and downcast, because they could not hope to marry her, while the bachelors of the Fianna stared at each other with truculent, bloodshot eyes, and then they gazed on Tuireann so gently that she may have imagined she was being beamed on by the mild eyes of the dawn. It was to an Ulsterman, Ilan Iacht, that she gave her love, and this chief stated his rights and qualities, and asked for her hand in marriage. Now Fionn did not dislike the man of Ulster, but either they did not know them well, or else he knew them too well, for he made a curious stipulation before consenting to the marriage. He bound Ilan to return the lady if there should be occasion to think her unhappy, and Ilan agreed to do so. The sureties to this bargain were Celcha MacRonan, Gall MacMorna, and Ludwig. Ludwig himself gave the bride away, but it was not a pleasant ceremony for him, because he also was in love with the lady, and he would have preferred keeping her than to giving her away. When she had gone, he made a poem about her, beginning, "There is no more light in the sky," and hundreds of sad people learned the poem by heart.